Hey guys, welcome back to the home of Original Sports Perspective. From our couch to yours, this is the Couch Rider Report sponsored podcast of MPR. Welcome. For you new guys, I know y'all hadn't seen this before. Hope y'all checked out the old episodes and see what's going down in here. We got a lot of good stuff today going on. I want to thank you for being patient with me. You know, I got family issues, everything else going on, real father stuff going on to where I'm not able to give you this show exactly right after week 8, but I'm trying to give it to you as best as I can. Today, we're going to be going over all Madden, all pro switches, as far as how that went down, the highlights from the past 4 weeks, the winners for the prize that was sponsored by one of our commissioners, Mr. Jason Honeycutt. So y'all, you're welcome from Jason. Then we're going to talk about the creme de la creme and the Get Your Life list. For y'all new folks, we're going to break it down to you what those are in a minute here. Then we got the defensive player of the quarter and the offensive player of the quarter. Of course, this is only covering weeks 4 through 8. And then we'll have a no-fly zone award winner. I don't believe we did the no-fly zone before, but this one needs to be noted. It needs to be talked about. Because when you got 17 picks in 4 weeks, you're doing something big. And I'm proud of you. With that said, let's just go ahead and get started here. The all Madden to all pro switch. The decision came down as commissioners. We felt that the gameplay was just entirely too crazy. And then so we went to go talk to the actual Madden experts who created the game. They said for years that all Madden was just simply for those crazy people who just needed the competition kick up to a point where it was almost impossible to score. This made it difficult for you to even play a computer without getting a W. It was like you had to pretty much, you would be frustrated. There'd be a lot of people quitting and just trying to restart the system and everything else. We wanted to avoid all those issues. It seemed like All Madden was doing the work for people on defense. You saw the numbers on defense just rise like crazy as far as the amount of interceptions, fumbles, sacks, everything else. When I'm throwing only 4 yards a game and I feel like I'm a decent Madden player, there's an issue. So we took it up, we went to Twitter, we found the creators of Madden, we talked to them about the gameplay, what was meant for what, and they said they changed it up to where all pro is an acceptable format for us to be playing in as far as the league. So we made the decision as a team, and we went to all pro. You're welcome. I saw a raise in stats. It looks like people's gameplay was a little bit happier. Yes, you defensive fiends, you weren't able to do as much as you could, but this time you have to do it yourself instead of letting the computer do it for you on a all-pro setting. Highlights. So there's a few highlights. I wanted to focus on the ones that were higher quality. Some of you guys taped them with your phones and it wasn't this high quality of plays. I want to be able to put them on the website and be proud of them. And hopefully you do too. So in the future, think about that. Just think about different ways that you can record it. You can screen it, screenshot it, and just make it the actual pic of it. Or you can actually hit up Shane. He's got some amazing digital quality effects going on with his. I think he's one of our best out there. So I'll put his up on the screen as well. I'll take a minute, let you guys enjoy those. And we're back. Let's talk about the winner. The winner of this week's sponsored prize. Let's talk about what it is first. I think Jason put some real thought into this. Yes, he has the resources sitting right next to him, but I believe it was a well thought out prize and he had you guys in mind. With that said, this week's prize is action figures of Zeke and Julio Jones. And the winners One winner, two prizes. Because I think last time we had the spouses in mind. Now we just got the players in mind. We might switch them back and forth. Who knows? But just stay tuned, and you might get something. Who knows? This guy, the winner of this prize, can I get a drum roll? All right, you getting better. The winner of this prize, I can never get his name right. Ever get his name right because it looks like it's two different pronunciations. It might be Gearing, it might be Gearing. Marcus Gearing is the winner of the prize. I apologize, still can't get your name right. You're gonna have to just Facebook Live and just say the name. Congratulations though. I'm glad you're a part of this league. You're a great player and you deserve the prize like this. For those of y'all who didn't win, tune in. You still got 2 more chances. Actually, it might be 3 more chances because we might be doing the Super Bowl edition of NPR Quarterly. So we'll keep rolling. Now it's time for the top 10. The creme de la creme. These players have risen to the top of the charts. Their gameplay is on point. They are destroying people left and right. Still obeying the respect rule, but they are getting it in. This list has been developed by one of our commissioners. And I took a look at it, and it's not terrible. Okay. So these rankings, they come from somewhat of the playoff race, the power rankings, and a bit of an eye test based on, people who quit, people who, just are absolutely garbage, and their competition is trash too, and they're just getting wins. I don't know if we counted those, but I'm going to go through this list. We're going to get it in. At number 10. We're talking about 5th place in the NFC. 7th in total yards. They played the Redskins. And the Redskins is probably the toughest team in the league. And they brought the business to them. Zeke and Dak, they spread the load with 8 touchdowns apiece. Give yourself a round of applause, Nick Franklin, because you just made the top 10. You are number 10. I've seen your gameplay. Your stick play is amazing, and you faced a really tough opponent in the Redskins. So good on you. You number 10. At number 9. I don't know if I agree with this. I think this guy is an exceptional player, and he's been beating me for years. I don't think I've beaten him once. It may have been in like some draft stuff, whatever, in the Ultimate Team. But I've never beaten him in Connected Franchise. Reigning with the Legion of Boom. This guy's defense is ranked number 1 and number 2 throughout the 4 weeks. Weeks 4 through 8. I give you the Seahawks. With Jackson Teller with his Legion of Boom. All right. Number 8, we have the Colts. He's got a stable of backs. Stu's got multiple backs, and they average about 7 yards per carry. He's got a top 5 defense. What more do you want? He's beasting. Way to go, Jacob. At number 7, I got to say your name again twice on this podcast. Turnovers win games, folks. Defense wins championships. Too many interceptions and a solid rush game. The Browns are not the Browns of the NFL. This is a Marcus Gearing Browns, and he is tearing people loose. I think he is the top of the AFC North. I don't believe we're going to be catching this guy. I mean, I'll do what I can in the playoffs against him, but he is a beast. Marcus Gearing, you are number 7. Number 6, we have the Bears. Brewer, you got the highest scoring offense. You got the most yards. Was it most yards per game? On the ground with 169. Anybody chomping it up at 169 yards a game is getting it done. It's very difficult to have a top offense in this game because defense, it seems like it really dominates here. But, yeah, to have 169 rushing yards, you doing your thing, homie. At number 5, well, this person is no longer a part of the league. But when he was here and when he was respectful and not using derogatory terms to describe his opponents, He was doing his thing. So you know what? Moment of silence for this particular player, Scott. Amen. All right. So it was the Chiefs. Chiefs had a balanced offense. They were doing 25 points a game. Kelsey was doing work, and he had a rookie. Ricky Hunt was still doing work just like he is in real life. So let's see here. The new owner for the Chiefs, I think it was Brandon Hunt, I believe. I don't know. I might have got it wrong. All right, new Chiefs owner, welcome. You got some big shoes to fill. Just make sure you don't keep the potty mouth like he did last time. So just keep it rolling. The next one is number 4. At number 4, we have Tim Allen. With those Jaguars. 6-1. Very nice. You got the 5th ranked offense, the 4th ranked defense, and you got Leonard Fournette, the LSU product, running like the rookie of the year. Highly impressed. Jaguars are monsters. They just needed quarterback help, and obviously it didn't matter to you. You're going to get it done either way, huh? Congratulations. All right, folks, we've reached the top 3. These 3 people need to be recognized. You see them somewhere, at the grocery store, whatever, go ahead and shake their hand. If you are playing a game with them, give them a shout out to say, hey, you doing your thing, man. Teach me something. Do a YouTube video or something, because these people know how to hold it down. We got the Falcons. Roy Cruz, I told y'all a long time ago, this dude is one of the biggest game players it is out there. He is a strategist. Strategery is what this man uses against his opponents. He's 5-1. He has a stingy defense. He gives up only 12 points per game. And he's got a 2-headed monster as far as the run game. And he's surrounded with crazy offensive weapons over there in Atlanta. Yeah, sure, you got Julio, but Sanu ain't no joke either. You got that ground game. You got 2 great running backs, a defense that's coming along. It's pretty well. It's pretty good, and he's doing great things with it himself. So 5-1, Roy Cruz, my man. Next, we got the Raiders. Yes, I stole that. Go tell them. I don't give a dang. Here we go. We have Mr. McGuff taking a bite out of crime, taking a bite out of opponents because he's 4th in points scored and 3rd in total defense. He's got the most solid overall team. But one loss hurts him in the rankings and takes him out of the number 1 spot. The number 1 spot in this league goes to a guy that I mentioned that played the Cowboys and gave him the business. It's the Redskins. Devontae Green is a monster. Undefeated. High-octane offense led by Captain Kirk Cousins. Katrine, I don't even know if I said his name right. That running back is a monster on the ground. And he's averaging 7 yards per carry. 7 yards per carry. Whew. That's a great balanced team. I don't know what I'm going to do if I had to play the Redskins. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to have to do it. The only way to beat this guy is in his sleep. I'm going to figure it out. Get your IP address, come to your house. And we're just going to make sure you don't make the game so I can get the forced win. I'm going to do what I have to do. Now I'm going to get to the lab. I'm going to gameplay, get my life together. Speaking of get your life together, here comes the get your life list. These are the worst players in the league. We have looked it up. I did the tallies. I looked up the stats. Every last one of us need to get our life together. We need to just neglect our family, stop going to church, don't do no community service, volunteer stuff. No. All that extra time, if you in scouts, you need to tell them scouts, look, you quit. You got better priorities in your life. You need to figure it out. You need to be selfish here and get yourself on the system. I'm talking about you got to kick everybody out the house, send your wife on shopping sprees, whatever. Do what it takes to get your life together, because you just made the worst players in the league list, the get your life list. At number 10, I got to dog myself out on this end. I got a total of 19 picks. I'm like number 5 on the pick list. I had 10 picks within 4 weeks. Tyrod was just giving out cookies for everybody. I mean, I was full on Mr. Sanders, just like, hey, look, you get a pick, you get a pick, you get a pick, you get a pick. Everybody gets a pick. It was like Oprah and Bernie Sanders together. It's craziness. I was 23rd in rush yards allowed in the league. Everybody was getting it in. Just pretty much free real estate in Baltimore. I should take this thing off. I'm just going ahead and quit this podcast. It's crazy. My lead back has 2 touchdowns. 2! Actually, my lead back might be Tyrod because he got 4 touchdowns. I mean, I'll be running with my QB. Just a little pointer for those who play me. Gotta be on the lookout. I do scramble. But I should have more touchdowns with my running back than I do with my quarterback. So, self, get your life together. Okay. We're going to move forward here. Now that I'm chastised myself enough on this podcast, we're going to move over to the the Broncos. 157.5 passing yards per game. Do you know that is 25th in the league? Get your life together. 26th against the rush. We terrible, man. I'm not going to laugh with you because we ain't going to learn nothing. I'm going to get one of those winners from the top 10 lists and figure this out. We have got to be better. At number 8, here we go. Number 8, folks. It's the Niners. JB pretty much put you here, but you still on the list. We're going to give you a pass as far as just chastising you left and right. But you still made this list. And I expect by the next time Madden Prime Rebellion Quarterly comes around, that you be off this list. That's the expectation for everybody. Just give me just a second. I'm doing some admin stuff over here. Let's see. I'm gonna call these people out. So yeah, Justin Barnett at the Broncos. Get your life together. But we're gonna move forward to number 7. Number 7. Who is the 7th worst player in the league that need to get their life together? But they say you need to hide your wife, hide your kids, pull out the sticks and play some Madden. We got the Rams. Who are the Rams? Who we got here? Brandon Fields. What you doing, man? You got one of the top running backs in the league. I mean, he beasting. This guy has all the skills to be able to get the job done, and you only got 2 touchdowns with him. Todd Gurley needs some more work, man. Put him to work. But I do got to give you some kudos, though, because you're 5th in pass defense. I like that, man. Moving forward, at number 6, the 6th most garbage player in this league. It's Philly. The Eagles, man. Not only can they not spell, they can't play. 28th rush defense. Everybody run on you, man. We got, what was it, Reggie Bush? Reggie Bush from last year had -4 yards. He'd probably still be able to have a field day on you right now. Because you got the 28th rush defense. Floodgates are open. You allowed 129.9 yards per game. I think I might have put, moment of silence. Get your life. Let's go on to Tank at number 5. You truly tanking, bro. You wanted these Giants. We raffled for them. You got them. I was expecting a lot more. Yeah, you a sportsman, just like Jason said. I appreciate your sportsmanship. How you don't complain unless it's against me bombing on you. It's cool. Your defense needs some work, buddy. You allowed 340.3 yards per game. You don't turn the ball over, but you still lose the game. You can't close, man. That sounds like a Kaepernick type issue. You can't close, but yeah, you got this nice QB rating or whatever. But no, on your side is you have a solid offense to where it's productive, but it just does not finish games. I think you just got to stick around and have that Tebow effect to where you can actually finish at the end. Number 4. These guys are new owners. Number 4, number 3. So I'm going to give you a shot. I ain't going to clown you because I know that you didn't put yourselves here. This was the work of DZ, and I believe it was one of our other owners who just was inactive as all get out and trusted. And actually, both of these guys were fighting for the Saints during the raffle, and then all of a sudden they just both lose interest. Thank you to Madden Ultimate Team, and of course to another league. But Treston, DZ, y'all good people, man. Love you. If y'all want to come back, whatever, we get an open spot because we probably kick somebody or whatever, or they happen to leave. Y'all let me know. We'll get y'all in. So y'all get waivers this time for the Saints and the Fins, new guys. Welcome to the league, but you on the list. Get your life together. Get out of that hole. Next, at number 2 is the Bills. Sammy, you traded me Tyrod because you had confidence in Nate Peterman. Then you went and picked up Colin Kaepernick, and he just was absolute trash. And I told you, dude was absolute trash. Neil, no Neil, whatever. The dude was trash in the game. How many picks did you throw here? I think I got some stats here on you. You had 11 picks in 4 weeks. 11 picks in 4 weeks. Okay, it's one more than me, but still, it's still worse than me. So, you need to get your life together. I'm gonna clown you because I've already clowned me today. This ain't about me. This is about you. You had Kaepernick throwing picks. You had Nate Peterman throwing picks. Everybody throwing picks, man. You just giving it up the cookies to everybody like new booty in jail. Get your life together, bro. Your defense is great though. You got the league's worst pass attack though. Now, you know what? I know this guy is a great guy. And number 1, he's a good guy. Real good dude. I appreciate everything he's doing for the community. He's just got such a good heart. Good person. Makes sound decisions as a commissioner. My dude he got some issues. He got some serious issues. He got a terrible rush defense. 29th in the league. He allows 113.6 yards per game on the ground. He gave up the cookies 11 times in 4 weeks with 11 picks. Justin, bring it in, bro. Moment of silence. Amen. Justin Lowry, get your life together, bro. I know you got a lot going on. I know you're a busy man. You helping to save the children, save the world. And we appreciate that. I love them. But you need to get them to stiff on for just a second. Figure out what you need to do on this game. You know what I'm saying? For only 29 cents a day, you too can help Justin Lowry get his life together. So y'all need to sit down, call this dude up, send him a YouTube video or something to help him figure out what he needs to get his life together, because the Steelers are trash. This is not how the AFC North is supposed to be looking right now. Me and you are both responsible, but it's more you, just so you know, because you absolutely terrible in this joint. It ain't my fault. I mean, I did what I could. I tried to come back. I've been balling a little bit lately. I had 0 wins, or was it 1 win or something like that by this time frame. Now I got 2 more to add on top of that, so I've been doing my thing. That's all I know. Working my butt off over here. While you sitting here just throwing 11 picks in 4 weeks. I threw 10. Get your life together, bro. Let's move forward. Defensive player of the quarter. You know, I looked these up and I wanted to see a full character. I wanted to see a full-on, hey, this person has the picks, has the sacks, has the, has everything, got the tackles, all of it. I didn't see that, but I did see a glaring stat that just stood out to me. It was craziness. This person had 8 interceptions in 4 weeks with one player. It was the Jacksonville Jaguars. I was highly impressed. Very, very much impressed with the gameplay of this individual because this person had 8 interceptions with Cromer Gruger Hill. I don't even know who that is. Anybody know who this Cromer Gruger Hill is? I tried to just pull up some videos. Nothing. This guy's got 8 interceptions over 4 weeks. 3 defensive touchdowns. 3. Balling. It's a middle linebacker with pick sixes. Craziness. Absolute craziness. So give it up for the defensive player of the quarter, Cromer Gruger Hill. And the owner's name is, of course, Tim Allen, Mr. In the Game. Balling. All right. Moving forward. Offensive player of the quarter. This one was kind of an obvious pick here. When you get 8 touchdowns in 4 weeks, it raises an eyebrow. We have to go take a look at the stats and see what's happening. Christian McCaffrey for the Carolina Panthers. Doing it big. Is that Phillip? Yeah, that's Phillip. Way to go, Phillip. My man. Balling. Now, you guys hadn't seen the No-Fly Zone award because I haven't brought it out. Because I wanted to see some more of these nasty picks. I wanted to see people actually doing the picks themselves. When we swapped it over to All Madden, of course, to All Pro from All Madden, you had to get the picks yourselves. And when we did that, there was a big change in the amount of defense being played. So I have to give this No-Fly Zone award to a good user. Somebody who knows exactly what they're doing, and it's from the same squad of the defensive player of the quarter, the Jacksonville Jaguars. What is going on? Tim the 2, man. 17 picks in 4 weeks. That is beastly. I don't even want to throw. I don't want to play you again. I turned the whole system off. I wish I could burn a copy of my Xbox game of Madden so I can go ahead and break it, toss it in the trash can. They'll play this thing again after playing you because you make it miserable in the air, Mr. No-Fly Zone. You got the 10th ranked pass defense and the most picks in the league. Beastin', man. Proud of you. My man. Doing it up, doing big. So that's pretty much the end of the show. I hope you guys have enjoyed this wonderful opportunity here to give you all the stats, give you all the disses, tell who the tops are, who needs to get their life together, and also hand out some nice prizes. So stay tuned until next time. This is the home of original sports perspective. From our couch to yours, I am your host, Jermaine Locke, and this is another episode of Madden Crime Rebellion Quarterly. Have a great night.